college football. It's the Texas State Bobcats and the San Diego State Aztecs. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
San Diego State is new to this league. They have been adjacent so long, proving that they're one of the best teams in the California coast. Back in the conversation now with the Pac-12, the Aztecs are excited to show they can compete with the best of the best. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. The Aztecs will kick off first, and here we go. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Running inside, it's Jenkins. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Jackson will throw. Open on the left side is Smith. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Man, nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly, understanding the big fella's open. And the big fella, I don't mean an offensive lineman anymore. That's what tight ends used to be, is just an extension of the O-line. These guys are now extensions at receiver. They can make big plays, get him the ball, run after the catch.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Pocket breaking down. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
They gave up the sack on first down. Now it's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle. It's Evans. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
In the dead center of the field as they try to convert this 3rd and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
The Bobcats are flying down the field. Jackson gonna throw it. Makes the grab. It's Burgess. And good coverage by the defense. Just a short gain. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
This defense talked about it coming into this football game. We've got to affect the quarterback. We've got to rattle him. We've got to hit him early. How about this? First drive, 2 sacks already. So far, mission accomplished.
The 7th play of this opening drive will be a 3rd and long. Shoots it to the left. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Punt is in the air. And they'll just down it right there. Complete to start this drive. Tripped up for the tackle.
Well, the offense is trying to get a big-time playmaker the ball out in space quickly with the wide receiver screen, but the defense is having none of it.
And that last one might have helped the completion percentage, but it didn't go forward. 2nd and 10 here. Back to pass. Got a man. It's Sheffield. Crosses the 35. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
And you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and the level the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. They can make plays. They can run people over. They can now run around people. Like, so nice to have these tight ends.
Well, that play didn't stand a chance. I mean, nobody even blocked that guy, and he's able to get the tackle for loss.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. The offense changing the play.
Here we go. Ready.
To the air on 2nd down. Unloads it left. Complete on the comeback. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45.
Nice complementary football we're seeing from this team here early. Defense did their job in the opening drive, and now your offense is doing their job too. Really nice throw that time by the quarterback. You've got to love what you're seeing on both sides of the ball if you're this team's head coach.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Sutton. There's some room. Touchdown Aztecs! This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
And it's the game-breaking speed you see right there. He takes it all the way to the house. It's that speed. That's the reason why a lot of people thought if he had declared for the NFL draft, he would have been playing on Sundays now. There's just not a lot of running backs in college football that can run like this guy.
And it's so nice to have that guy back. Like, to keep that guy on your roster, it's like recruiting the best player in the country, right? You got one of the best backs. To be able to keep that guy on your roster was the big offseason pull. Like, you mentioned the NFL can also transfer, can go make money elsewhere. To keep him on the roster, and he shows you why. This guy is the catalyst, one of the best in the country at his spot.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. The run inside. It's Burgess. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking for a gap. It's Jenkins. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Jackson will throw. Unloads to the wideout. Complete in the middle. We've reached a break. It's San Diego State holding the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter.
7, Texas State, 0.
First play of the period, first down here. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. There's a crease. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Looking to throw on first down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Got it in the middle, it's Sparks. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive. And you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That is the senior running back who's slow to get up. Holly will keep an eye on things on the sideline for us. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looking to fire. He's got the tight end. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Bobcats. A score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, we're about to get another look at this San Diego State offense. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. And the Aztecs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Right on the money. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Running inside. It's Sutton. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Well, they were counting on winning the one-on-one battle. They got the completion, but the yardage didn't work out.
Yeah, and a lot of times, man, that's what I do on short yardage situation. 3rd and short, make my guy fall forward for a couple yards, try to get the first down, but it was a good tackle, and the receiver got absolutely nowhere after the catch.
The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. The Aztecs will try to convert on 4th down.
Here we go. Ready.
He'll sneak it and try to surge forward. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Great job by the defense there on 4th down. I'll say this, QB sneaks are not a guaranteed play that you're going to get on offense. Everybody thinks it is. You dial it up, it's an automatic first. Not the case. That time, the defensive line was lower. They got more push, and there was just nowhere for the quarterback to go. Great job by the D.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Burgess. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
On the run, it's Jenkins. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Jackson gonna throw it. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Going the other way, and he's got room. The 30. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business.
Defense is about negative plays, creating negative plays and creating turnovers. What a great job, not only creating the interception, but doing something after. You see the blocks after the interception, return it almost back to the house, and now you set your offense up with great field position.
The run inside. It's Sutton. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. It's first down from the 11. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Got it set up on the outside. Touchdown, San Diego State. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Jackson will throw. Complete on the left to Smith. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Rushes on him. Slides, avoids the punishment, and picks up the first down.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys, he could not wait to get back out there. And that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Wants to throw it again.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Jackson going to throw it. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion.
So after that incompletion, fourth down, you've got to hold serve if you're this offense, right? Both offenses up and down the field. The opponent scored twice. You scored a touchdown on your first drive. I think you got to go for it here because right now nobody's playing defense. And this game very easily could come down to which team has the ball last.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Wants to throw on first down. They go to the wide receiver screen. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Running inside. It's Sutton. Makes it past the marker. Oh, what a move to get room. Turning on the Jets. At the 20. Touchdown Aztecs. He got loose and it was lights out after that. That's 3 touchdowns in this game and he's up to 11 on the season.
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, we are beginning to see a little separation in the standings. The Week 5 edition of our update show. We start with a look at Ohio State taking on the number 10 team, the Iowa Hawkeyes. And it's the Buckeyes getting a banner day from their stars on the road. To pick up victories away from home, that's the mark of a focused team. Make it 2 straight victories, and though their quest for perfection is over, this team is still very much alive in the playoff picture. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
That's another big run, and that's not surprising, honestly, guys, considering how much success he had in the first half. He was running wild against this defense, so let's not change anything. Let's just go back out, let's pound the rock, pound the football, and really threaten this defense and force them to have to tackle us.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. He'll try to do it himself. Nice job there to limit the running room, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds.
Lining up, trying to convert this 3rd and short from the 40. Quarterback may change this route.
Magic.
They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Gets it out fast. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Sutton. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover. And you saw a great example of it with that running back.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40.
Ready. Mustang.
He's looking downfield to throw. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Aztecs line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. First one of the day is on its way. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on once. He gets it out to the 17. The cover unit right there to make the stop. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time.
What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. To the air on first down. Gets rid of it. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And you got to feel good about where you're at on this field, man. The defense forces the turnover, sets you up so good. Now, the whole playbook is wide open. First down, they go with the pass. I would not be surprised if they turn right around here, try to get more physical, try to run the football, and try to capitalize on this field position.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Yeah, another good run. I feel like we could put that on loop, Jesse. Just another good run, another good run, another good run. Over 150 yards on the day. He's been the complete package, showing off all his skills today.
The Aztecs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving.
Ready. 285. Move it. Hey, kill it. 180, race car. 180, race car. Shit.
From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete on the right side. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on 3rd down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle. He's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the 4th down.
And the Aztecs will try to move the sticks on 4th down.
Ready. 180.
Wants to adjust the pattern.
Stick.
Has to get there to move the sticks. And he's not going to be able to wedge his way there. The defense with the stop.
Low man wins. Defense that time on 4th down was expecting run, and you saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
Jackson will throw. Under fire. Makes one man miss.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Looking to the big tight end. And the diving catch down the right side. And the Bobcats come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the 1st down. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. That is their senior starting wide receiver who the training staff is looking at, and Holly Rule will get us up to date on his condition. The Bobcats getting set on 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jenkins. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Oh, they're after him. Throws to the wideout. Picked off to stop the threat. Takes it the other way.
Coming out of the tunnel in the 3rd quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the 3rd quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the 1st half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Turns it on in midfield. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
That'll do it for the quarter, guys, and San Diego State is on top. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Back to pass. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. From the gun, wants to pass. Moving out to the right. He's going to take off. This defense makes a play, stopping him well short, and it'll be 4th down from the 24. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And if they can make this and turn it into a 3-score game, they'll have this one all but locked up. Absolute shank. Missed it. Missed the field goal. Missed the chance to make it a 3-possession game, but still a 14-point lead, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Fires it incomplete.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders here in the 4th quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them to victory. Incomplete there, obviously, but expect them to continue to throw it. This quarterback better dial in.
Snatches it on the right. Down inside the 35. Stopped him at the 34, and what an electrifying play. One big play can really flip the script of a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just outside the 30. Here comes the heat. He gets away. QB got it himself. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9. They are really clicking along. 1st and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. Going to the run, it's Burgess. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Here's the pressure. And it's a sack.
We just need better execution on offense right now. Not able to get it done on 1st down, and now they give up the sack. If you're the head coach right now, you might want to think about a timeout, make sure your guys have their minds right.
If they can get it in here, we could have a thrilling end to this game. It is 3rd. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
Man, it looked bad for a little bit, but how about the defense coming through? Back-to-back sacks. Now it's 4th and goal. Decision time for the offense, but the defense made it.
Guys, they're going to pass on taking the sure 3 here and try to get the touchdown, and this is a pretty big gamble. A shot toward the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Bringing it back. Gets the return down to the 25-yard line, and a big turnover caused by this defense. The Aztecs offense makes its way onto the field to start this drive. And that interception might well be the nail in the coffin. Offense turning it on. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
The run inside. It's Sutton. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
Big third down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on third down.
They've got it at the 41, third and short, trying to keep the chains moving. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking left. Got his man.
And this is what leaders do at the quarterback position, guys. After throwing 2 picks a week ago, he was able to put that game behind him, refocused himself, got back in the film room. He looks like a different player this week.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. And they'll take a knee and watch this clock keep on winding its way toward a victory. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. With the game in hand, the offense choosing to just have the quarterback take a knee. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. And they'll take a knee, the universal symbol for we have this thing in hand. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew